Welcome officially to the Soul Infused Monday show. I want to give a quick disclaimer. I'm going to do some tapping today. It's an energy technique that if you've been following me, you know very well. If you don't know it, just follow along. However, the one thing that I will say from the very beginning, no matter where you're at on your current situation, you have to take 100% responsibility for your own well-being, for your own health, meaning even though this is coming from an energy medicine perspective and it can release and help you support your journey, you are responsible for your own decision on how you want to navigate if you are, for example, struggling with depression or any other emotional distress. So this is not a substitute to dig deeper and look into your underlying issues that you might have. However, the tapping, or also called emotional freedom technique, is a gentle way to really work on certain issues. And I am not going to be able to dive deep into your personal issues, but I do have something later on as an offer if you want to take this deeper. Now, also, I want to say that whether you feel a significant change today or not, even if you only feel that your body is a little bit more relaxed, it will make a huge difference. Because when we are going through depression, despair, anxiety, what our body does, it becomes tense. And often simply relaxing the system and getting the system out of the fight and flight response and into an autonomic balance again can help ease and can create more clarity. Does it make sense? Are you with me? Hi, Debbie. Fantastic to see you too. Now, I would like to hear from you. How are you feeling right now when it comes to depression? And maybe you're not currently necessarily struggling with depression, but there's something else going on in your life. Then I invite you to use this tapping sequence for any issue in your life. So you can just substitute the words that I'm using when I say depression, for example. You could even say heartbreak or financial anxiety or something that you're struggling with in physical health. So today, particularly, I want to engage with you because this is done, well, it's not only for you, it's for me too. I know depression very well. I'm actually going through, my hormones are kind of like whackity whack, up and down. I'm working on that. And I'm actually personally going through a period of depression. So I'm experiencing this myself right now. So I'm totally with you. And I know how frustrating it can be, especially when we've done a lot of work and you think, oh my God, I've worked on this for so long. How can I still be depressed sometimes? And there's a lot of self-judgment, there's shame. There's this feeling sometimes of, I'm so sick and tired of this, no matter what I'm doing. Can you relate to anything? Like, does anything of this resonate? Where are you today? Leave me a comment below. So I want to give this very interactive today before I do the tapping sequence. I want to know how you are feeling. I want to know what's landing here for you. Where are you on your journey so that you know you're not alone. Like, so many really struggling with this. And there's a way of handling this in a more loving, in a more supportive way. And that's why I'm doing this here for you today. So heaviness is the word, very frustrating, definitely can relate. Okay. Yeah, and whether you feel right now very heavy or depressed or not, you can also use it just if you know, hey, I have sometimes the tendency to feel low, or I just want to energize my body. Like, you can use this tapping for any energy shift that you would like to have. And Laura is saying, was feeling more anxiety than depression this morning. Yes. Just went through a romantic breakup a couple of weeks ago. I'm so with you, Laura. You're not, yeah, I have a few people that are going through a breakup right now. And anxiety is a very good term. I mean, it's not good, but often anxiety, sadness, depression, they're kind of like, can be very intertwined. So use that for you today. My heart is with you. I know going through a separation or heartbreak is like really challenging. So I'm sending you much love. And Jessica is saying, I was hoping to do tapping and saw your email this morning. Oh, fantastic. I love it. Yes. Jessica, how are you feeling today? And anyone else here, let me know. Tina, Kathy, Ellen, Carol, even one word. So I can bring that energy, or I bring the intention to support you specifically in my tapping, even though I'm not saying it out loud. I personally don't tap so much anymore because I have advanced ways of doing energy healing. But for you to participate and create a change, I find tapping a very, very powerful tool. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to take a sip of water. And just a few pointers. When we tap, it doesn't matter if you tap with right, left. It doesn't matter if you tap both hands or one hand. There's nothing wrong that you can do. The only thing that you set the intention, and it's very clear, is that you are 100% responsible for your well-being and for your emotions. So if you're in a space where you're super, super vulnerable right now, or fragile, and you might get triggered, and you might not be, you might be concerned that you're not going to be able to handle it, then maybe this is not the best time for you to do it. Listen to yourself, take responsibility, and with that intention, also remind yourself that you are powerful and that you can, I believe we all can heal ourselves, and intention is a very important part of it. Okay, so we have overwhelmed. Hi, Kathy, so good to see you. Overwhelmed, despair was big yesterday. Yes, I hear you. I'm feeling left out. Okay, feeling overwhelmed. Thank you for sharing. Anxious. They found some spots on my lungs. Okay, I hear you, Tina. I'm dealing with a breakup as well. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, so we have some overwhelm, anxiety, breakup, feeling of overwhelm. Just take a breath before we even go tapping. Just take a nice deep breath and just tune into the moment, or into the energy of group. Like you are not alone. In this moment right now, in this energy field, you are not alone. And even though sometimes that might not feel like that's a huge help, but so often we feel alone with it. We don't talk about it. It's shameful, or I don't know about you, but when I feel overwhelmed, depressed, anxious, my system wants to retrieve and hide, don't want to talk to anyone, and we just, for me, I just want to go and stuff myself with ice cream, or, whatever your tranquilizer of choices. Now, because of the continuous commitment to keep working on myself, and also to meditation, even though I might fall back into those behaviors, and I do sometimes, it's different, because I know that when I'm in a state of overwhelm or depression, what happens is that energetically we are stuck. Energetically we are paralyzed. And the worst that we can do when we are in a state of depression, anxiety, heartbreak, overwhelm, is to hide and disconnect. So even though it's very difficult sometimes, I invite you to really reach out when you feel that way. And you just being here right now, I really want to acknowledge you for that. Just being here and doing something and connecting and sharing with me, that alone can help to let the energy flow again. Because one of the biggest enemies of depression is motion. Because depressed energy, and depressed you can put underneath the umbrella of depressed, anxious, overwhelmed, or whatever you want to call it. To keep the energy stuck is the worst that we can do. So being in motion, being in flow, being in movement, even if it's just this tiny little bit of movement, any type of movement is going to help, to connect to the reality of things. Because the reality is that often when we are in depression, we feel unlovable, we feel hopeless, we feel desperate, we feel nothing is working, we feel like nothing has meaning, and that's actually not the truth. The truth is that you're having an experience, and there's something going on inside of you, that it's having those difficult times, and you're beautiful, and you're lovable, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what you think or what your inner critic is telling you, you're beautiful, you're lovable, and you deserve all the happiness in the world. So I hope that today together we can raise a little bit above that heaviness and to create some love and uplifting energy for each of us. So I'm gonna check the comments one last time and then we go into the tapping. Hi, Robin. So happy to see you here. And grief and stress, yes, yes. Scattered excitement, so true. Hi, Lynn. So good to see you all here. Okay, so that's the tapping. And again, what I would recommend, and you can tap already with me while I talk to you. And I will check your comments as well. And if you have a specific question also, please let me know. When you tap, again, it doesn't matter which hand, just do it gently. I like to tap with several fingers at the same time because therefore, I'm not too worried, am I, hitting the right spot or not. And again, there's nothing you can do wrong here. And I do recommend you repeating the phrases out loud. If you're in a space where you actually don't want to say it out loud, say it silently in your mind. However, in my experience, it has a little bit more power when you're actually really saying it, even though the effect can be equally powerful. Okay, so take a nice deep breath. Take a nice deep breath. If you want, you can close your eyes and just tune in to your own state of being right now. And you can choose your own words if you want to substitute them when I say certain things. And also don't worry about if I say something that doesn't resonate with you and you repeat it. The body disregards what you don't need right now. So even just tapping like this already releases something I can feel in the group. Some of you are tapping here already. Take another breath. So the intention is clear and I create this field and I tap with the intention to tap for the highest good and in the best interest to all of us. And when you say something that might not be 100% yours, there is a borrowing benefit in the group tapping. So even if you say something and it's not 100% accurate, your system will apply it to your own issue and you will have a benefit. So just trust the process. Okay, ready? Last deep breath. And I'm going to start very general because that's what I can do in a group setting like this. So say, even though I feel overwhelmed, depressed, and anxious at the moment, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel anxious and depressed, I choose to be loving and kind. Even though I feel depressed, sad, and lonely, I choose to take a deep breath and I choose to accept myself anyway. Now tap the collarbone and just follow the sequence with me and just keep tapping and saying, all these feelings underneath your eye, all these strong emotions, eyebrow, and you tune into the emotion that you are feeling, all this anxiety, eyebrow, on the side of your head, this depression, underneath your eye. Take a deep breath. All this overwhelm underneath your nose. This terrible heartbreak. This terrible feeling. It is so overwhelming sometimes. Eyebrow, take a deep breath. Sometimes I just want to hide. Sometimes I feel like this, no matter what I do, it's just not getting better. Collarbone. Sometimes I feel like there's something wrong with me. And I'm all alone. Tap on the side of your hand. And even though I feel maybe like this or all of the above, I take a deep breath and I choose to accept myself right here, right now. Relax for a moment and just take a deep breath and just notice the subtle movements in your body. Don't be attached to a certain outcome. Don't focus on getting rid of things. Simply focus on the subtleties in your energy field and in your body. And take another nice deep breath. And then we tap again. Even though I'm struggling right now, I choose to accept myself. Even though I feel shame, I choose to love and accept myself right here, right now. Even though I want to get rid of this, but I don't seem to manage, I profoundly love and accept myself. And I accept all of my emotions. I accept my body. I even accept my thoughts, even if they are against myself. Tap on your eyebrow, take a deep breath. I'm way too hard on myself. I choose to relax and release. I'm way too hard on myself. I choose acceptance. And in this moment, I choose to be loving with myself. I am way too hard on myself. It's okay that I feel this way. Top of your head. All this depression, all this anxiety, all this overwhelm, I choose to relax and release right here, right now. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment. I'm going to run a trauma sequence internally. You don't have to do anything. You simply take a breath and you tune into your current state of emotion or challenge, and take another deep breath. And relax your body physically as much as you can. We do another round. Even though I might still be struggling with this today, I set the intention to be loving and kind with myself. Even though there's still some of this emotion and struggle, depression, I take a deep breath and I consciously relax my body. Eyebrow. Because when I relax my body, energy can flow. Because when I relax my body and take a deep breath, I give myself permission to release and let go. Even if it's just a little bit. I give myself permission to accept and to let go. And take another deep breath. Relax your body. Running the trauma sequence one more time. And now I invite you to, whether you want to keep your eyes closed or open, to focus on the third eye area here, on the center of the chakra, center of in the forehead, third eye chakra, energy center here in the middle of the forehead. And just keep gently tapping here for a moment. Relax your base. Take another breath. Close your eyes. And set or put your awareness and intention and attention on that area of your third eye. And with your eyes closed, energy is just moving so fast, I have a hard time talking. I stumble upon my own words. Focus on your third eye. Close your eyes, and with your eyes closed, you turn your awareness upwards. You turn upwards onto the upper part of your third eye. You keep your base relaxed, you keep breathing, you keep relaxing and releasing, and you tune to the upper part of your third eye. To the upper part of your third eye means the upper part of your forehead. Just relax the muscles on your face. And imagine you expand that area as well. You relax and you expand the third eye and you turn upwards. You let the energy rise up. You let the energy rise up to the top of your head. You take another breath, and whatever emotions are running, that's totally okay. Whatever thought is running, totally okay. Just imagine purely energetically, nothing else. You just rise above. You rise above. You connect to your higher self. You connect to your soul, God, universe, whatever works for you. Existence, consciousness. Then you connect to that frequency way above, a higher vibration, and the vibration of your true being. And imagine that this higher vibration, this higher being, holds space for the struggles and the pain and the overwhelm of certain parts of your body and system. And you look at it from a higher perspective. And you let that higher energy pour down into your physical body, into the parts that feel tense or pain. It could be your heart, it could be your base, it could be your belly, it could be anything. Just let that energy expand in your body. And then you let it pour down into the earth, into the ground. And you take another nice deep breath. Another nice deep breath. Relax your body. If you feel like you want to keep tapping a little bit, you just tap it along. And of course, for time purposes, won't be able to go deeper into that. And I've got to bring this to a close. And yet, I invite you to take a nice deep breath. And for a moment, to only focus on this one little release. Your mind will go and want to go, oh, but still this or still that. And you let that be there and you just focus on that one little release, because you do have a release. I can feel it in the system. Everybody has, and it's a group setting. And sometimes it's, especially when we're going through a depressed state or anxious or painful situation, that we don't see what's opening up. So I invite you to focus on what's opening up for you right now. And you can also just keep tapping a little bit longer. You can take a nice deep breath. And this was only just a short, and you might feel already a big shift. You might not, and that's okay too. Stay in acceptance and compassion with yourself with whatever you're feeling right now. You might have a big shift. I feel like in the group here, some of you have a really uplifted, and some of you might, be in severe, pain or heaviness, and that's okay too. Relax and release your physical body. And I'm going to do one last sequence to implement the higher. Tap on the side of your hand. Even if this process is not fully completed for me, and I still have more to do, I'm open to the possibility that higher energy is already entering into my system right here, right now. I'm open to receive. I'm open to the possibility that also this shall pass, because I know it will. I'm opening up my crown. I'm opening up my awareness and intention to let the higher energies flow down into my body, right here, right now. In this very moment, sitting here in this group and tapping along, I am safe, I am supported, and I am loved. And that is the truth. Otherwise, no one would take the time to do this with me right now. I am lovable. I am supported. I am loved. And I am safe. Whether I feel depressed, anxious, or sad, or whether I'm happy and joyful. Take another nice deep breath. Take a sip of water. And take a moment, tune in. Take a moment to really feel into the subtleties and what is moving and shifting. And take another deep, 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 deep breath. And take a moment to leave me a comment and let me know what's moving, what's shifting, or what you're feeling. Whether it's you feel better, whether it's you feel worse, whether it feels like a slight difference, or maybe you have a huge energy shift. Take a moment to tune in for yourself and leave into the comment section, what is the one little piece that shifted? And focus on what's moving upwards and not so much what's still not there. So how are you feeling right now? Feeling nice, great words, more relaxed, feeling dizzy and less tense? Yeah, dizziness is often an effect. Yeah, so just keep breathing, keep focusing on grounding. A feeling of dizziness sometimes it's because energy is starting to move when something was very constricted for a while. So that's often a good sign. So also when you yawn or when you suddenly feel tired can sometimes be a good sign. So keep breathing and keep tuning in. And I am doing, and please keep the comments, share with me, how are you feeling right now? Whether it's good or intense or, not so comfortable. And I am going to do a more advanced and more, take a longer intense group tapping session next week on Wednesday, and that's only by invitation because I want to focus and supporting my core people. So it's not something I'm offering out there. And it's going to be Wednesday, the 25th, and it's going to be a 2-hour intensive group class where I will help you to dive deeper and support you. And the regular price is $350, and I'm only giving it away for $50. So it's for $50. You can join and have a 2-hour experience of this. Imagine what we've created already in such a short amount of time. If you're interested, simply let me know in the comment section or send me an email or a message. This is just for my core people because I want to support you in this difficult time, because I know how it is to be in there and how challenging it is to be in a space of heaviness sometimes. And it's great to be in a group and shift the energy together, okay? But now I want to know how you're feeling. Oh, I love that expression. I'm feeling a swirl of positive energy. You're very welcome, Laura. This is exactly what I needed today. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, and if you want to join on Wednesday, this is really the one opportunity where I'm going to do this. Happy to have you there. Feeling more relaxed and grounded. That's great, Kathy. I love it. Just take a nice deep breath. And for whatever you experience, set the intention to keep this and focus on keeping this today throughout the day. Feeling it. Yes, Lynn, I know you do. Sounds great, Debbie. Yes. So if you want to join the Wednesday intensive class, again, the regular price is $350, and I'm doing this on next Wednesday, this one time, just for only $50, because it came to me in this meditation this morning. I didn't plan on doing that, but while I was tuning in on the tapping and how powerful it is and how I'm kind of going through it and reaching a next level, I just felt like that's just a gift. You know, I wanted to offer that. So if you want to join, leave me a comment or send me a message, and I will hook you up with that. Tina, yes. Yeah, generous offer. Yes, I know. Especially if you've worked with me, you know what the regular investment is. So doing something for so little money is just a real gift, really, all honestly. I'm not on you, but I'm very interested. Laura, you are one of my core people right now because you're here. Yes. So please send me a message. I would be thrilled to have you. And take her up on it. Thank you, Debbie. Yeah, take me up on it. This is like a mind-blowing offer. And I'm excited to do it. I'm really excited to do it. It's my pleasure, and I would love to support you. You're very welcome, Jessica. So if you are interested in joining on Wednesday, let me know. It's going to be a 2-hour intensive class, and I'm going to also implement a few other advanced tools that I'm using. And also it's a different platform, so you have the chance to really connect with me and have some one-on-one feedback as well. So it's a closed, more intimate, more personal type of work. And I'm super, super excited about doing that. That's going to be next Wednesday, the 25th. And if you're interested, I'm going to send you more information. Now for the rest of the day, just tap one last time. Take a deep breath. Just tap here just breathe into whatever experience you had. Open up your field, set the intention to be loving and kind today, no matter what you're experiencing. Don't be attached to you having to change a certain way. Embrace what you're going through. Sometimes this feeling of despair, depression, anxiety are also a call to tune in. It's sometimes hard to see it this way, but I was tuning in yesterday when I was meditating, and I felt fairly depressed in the morning. And so I took a lot of time just by myself, but instead of just being destructive or anything, I felt like, wow, this state is actually also helping me to connect deeper within myself. So there's not just, it's not bad, good or bad, it's just an experience. And I think the toughest thing to deal with is our own self-judgment and a feeling of disconnection and loneliness. So know again, you're not alone, and you can reach out. And in that sense, if you want the support of me and my community, join the Wednesday class. And it's only by personal invitation. So if I'm inviting you right now, it's because you are meant to join. And so leave me a comment or send me a message and I will send you all the information. And I'm excited to see you there and to shift energy together. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember, you're lovable, you're beautiful, whether you're angry, desperate, overwhelmed, sick, healthy, beautiful, joyful, resentful, heartbroken. You are lovable, you're loving, and you're loved. Much love.